Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel of RD Technical Learning. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the career guidance series, and there is one of the query that we have got from the subscriber. So you can also post your query in the comments, and we would respond to your queries absolutely free of cost. We are not charging anything. So there is a query that we have got. The query is, I have recently resigned from my job just a week after joining due to certain reasons, right? I have completed all the formalities, including sending the resignation email and handing over the company's assets. However, I noticed that my PF account has been created despite my short tenure. I wanted to know if this could be considered absconding or not. Also, could this create any issues when I get new job opportunities? Fine. So you work there for 1 week, right? And you got a job, but your salary has not got credited, right? So there is nothing credited in your PF account, right? So if there is nothing credited in your PF account, then it's totally fine. Okay. Now let's look at another scenario. It's a 1 week of job. The salary, okay, salary not credited in the first scenario. Now in the second scenario, salary credited, but that salary, if you're working for a 1 week instead of whole month, right, that salary would not be a whole salary, right? For example, you might get a job of let's say 30,000 per month, right? And out of that you might be getting 26,000 on hand. So that is if you're working for a week, so that might be somewhere around 5,000, right? I'm just taking an example. Right? So even if the salary is credited, and it might not be the whole salary, right? So your PF also will not be whole, right? So that's totally fine, even if it's credited, and you have informed to your new employer that earlier you had some kind of 1 week of duration where you worked, and now you're looking for a change because that was not something that was going as per your plan, or that was not something that was your cup of tea, right? So those kind of things you can do. So you can tell that yes, it is something that I would like to move on from that particular job opportunity. So in both the cases, even if the salary is credited or salary is not credited and your PF account is there, right? It's created despite the short tenure, and your new employer is aware that yes, this particular candidate is having a PF account, so that's totally fine. The more important thing is to communicate to the new employer that you have the PF account, right? It is very important. It should not happen that they come to know by themselves that this particular candidate XYZ is already having an PF account. That they'll come to know when they are trying to create your account, and in that government website, it will be shown that this particular PF account already exists. So that's the reason when they will feel that maybe you have cheated them. You already had a PF account, but you didn't communicate it the same. So that's the time when they might reject your candidature, they might reject your profile, or they might reject your things in the background verification check as well. So in the BGV, the very first thing that they will look into is whether this particular person is having the proper PF account, and if that PF account has been credited. So some things has been credited, but it was prior to your already on salary, right? That's totally fine. It should not happen that they are also crediting something and at the same time someone else is also crediting. So it's a case of dual employment, which is called as moonlighting, right? So this is the thing which the employer will not accept, right? Whether they are from the startup based company or they are from a product based company, service based company, MNC company, right? So they will not accept that your PF is being credited at the same time when they are also putting. So if your PF account is created despite your short tenure, you just communicate that this is your PF account, right? That was created by the last company in which you just worked for 1 week. Now, they might also ask you if you are a fresher, right? If you're a fresher and you're not having any kind of experience, then they might ask you why did they create? So you can tell them that first week they itself created the PF account after background verification, but you came to know you might not be able to work over there, so that's why you have moved on. So you can use the same existing PF account in your new company as well, right? So that's the thing that would be happening. So you don't have to worry, right? This will not be considered as an absconding issue at all. If you have communicated to your older employer that you are going to move on, and you to the newer employer also that you have got the PF account, so that's totally fine, not an issue at all, right? So don't worry, don't think that it's something that will impact you or impact your career, but you just communicate openly to your new employer that your PF account has been created, and they need to reuse the same account, right? If they ask you where did it got created, just you just tell them that it was the last company. No need to tell you have worked over there for just a week. You can just tell them it was for a small scale company in which you are working for a week, and then you came to know you have to move on since it was not cup of your tea, so you moved on, but the PF account got created, right? So not an issue at all. Don't worry when these kind of things are happening. See, in 80% of the scenarios, in 80% of the cases, there are problems like this when people try to communicate in a wrong manner, when people try to tell the things in a wrong manner which are not happening actually, right? If you're telling that there is a thing X in your resume, but it's been already Y, then you will not be acceptable. So the companies, the employers, they don't want a kind of someone who is trying to play with them, who is trying to fool them, right? So you have to take care of the communication. You have to take care of the things that you are communicating to the new employer, right? Accordingly, the things will be taken care, right? So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.